Alright, welcome back to the final league race of GT26. This is at Autopolis, and it's going to be a nice and wet week, but not for qualifying, where we begin again standard queue qualifying, three or so out, and then we move on to through the ranks. So anyway, three races then to decide: can we finish seventh? Can the Kahunas not finish at the bottom of the field? Lots to decide today. So. Anyways, let's see. After pretty disastrous last week at the old Bathurst, Q1 comes to an end, and what do we do? Not improve, but we should still be okay in P6. Again, this is to not finish 11th. I think is the knockout, is the Q1 knockout positions. Don't be 12th or lower, and we're basically good there. So yeah, we are through to Q2, but we will need a better lap than, what was it, 6 point something, to try and deliver 7 point. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but we did a 7.6. Now 6. It's a 6 to go P3, and that should be enough to take us into the top 8, which I think is the qualifying pole shootout. So slowly waiting, but yeah, we should be good. And yeah, we are through top 6 then. Not too shabby. Only 2/10 off of a pub, and I did find an improvement. This is in Q3 then on soft. So yeah, and in the end, only 2/10 off, but still only 6th place. But yeah, a solid job, I thought. But yeah, competition is fierce here. Right, race 1. It is pissing rain, as we were told beforehand. So. Anyways, we decided to go for wet tyres. I wasn't sure what I've had a race. Oh, we have a special livery here to finish here, Persona style, for the Kahunas. So, and the Japaneseness to it, which I do enjoy, as you know. Right, away we go. As a slow starting Aaron, I decided to go with wets. I don't know if anyone else decided to go for the inters, but I decided to go for the wets. But anyways, I've had tough races here in the wet before. It's a difficult one. Oh, a bit of contact. It's hard, it's tough going here, and there's a lot of cars around. You can get caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. That is certainly one of them. Aaron coming back through on the inside, and Unsafe has managed to jump himself up the field, I think, as well. Oh god, I braked and the back end just completely went away from me there. That was horrible. So we lose no positions there, but we got a blue flag on our inside, which turns into the outside. Oh dear, there's contact. Ross is into the back of Unsafe. I don't know if Unsafe was in the back of Aaron. I couldn't avoid hitting into the back of Ross. It was all a little bit messy, to be honest. And there goes Ross for a tumble. I don't know if I made contact with his front. I thought it looked like he lost the back end. But looking about that now, I don't know if I hit into the front of him. I don't know. First lap was just about survival. It was all a bit of a blur. In difficult conditions, we've got Sean up the inside. That was that was a bit rude, to be honest. I will say, but anyways, we've all been there. So yeah, P6. It looks like on this first lap, maybe. Oh dear, big snap of back end is going to allow Aaron to slip on through. So after all of that, we end up. Almost exactly where we started after turn 1, which is in P7. So yeah, treacherous stuff. This track is tough, man, at the best of times, let alone when it's wet. But I believe what I believe in, I'm not quite sure, but this was closer hitting to the back of Aaron. We also have a car on the inside, which is Biggles. He is hanging around in close proximity here, and Will's just behind him. So yeah, difficult one there. We managed to get one done. Oh jeez, it's so. I'm a lot deeper on the brakes than most people. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just seem to brake later, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. In close racing proximity, it can be pretty bad sometimes because, yeah, I find myself struggling to change my line sometimes and my braking point. Oh, there's a car off there. That is Sean, and we should nip by through into P7. So one lost, one gained. In that regard, what have we got going on here? Oh, I think Biggles is going to have a misadventure. That is going to see him off. Genie Mac don't want to get in the way of that rejoin in case things go wrong on the wet. So we move on to P6 then. Aaron's kind of gapped us ahead a bit. So does anything else happen this race? I think, yes, Rom goes for a tumble. There he goes there. So we move up into P5 then. So all of a sudden, punching well above weight of P5. I mean, I was Not expecting that in any sense. Like, this is tough. Like, I'm not great in the wet, but we managed to make the most of it here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to finish P5. Happy fucking days. Woo! Tom win. Tom, look at that. Tom won by nearly half a minute. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? 11 laps. That is... I don't know. That's just crazy. That is a madness. Anyways, race number 2. We're starting from the same position. Oh, it's actually dry. So it's dry for this one. Did I start on softs or I start on mediums for this one? Mediums. Okay, I think we still have to... Don't know if we still have to run the softs. I can't remember if we have to run the softs on this one, but it's a dry one for this one. So let's go. Medium tires, we have a good chance to last to the end, because like softs, I think it's a... Some people think you have to pit if you're on softs, and so I think I can make mine last, but they're not pretty come the end. But some people have to make a stop on softs. So anyways, mediums I think are a good way to kind of cash in on this track position, because it's not... The softs are an advantage to the start, but certainly not by the end. So I think the better race tire is the mediums. Sometimes it's softs, but some like the Watkins Glen, but not in this case. Will goes for... Look at this, we've got 3 Kahunas in the top 6. Will goes around the outside there, so we kind of let him go. What was I doing there? I was going way too slow. Let's let Pagani roll right through. Pagani, I think, has decided to abandon his team's colours because he's not too happy, I think, with how it's gone. So he's just running his own livery this week, from what I remember. Again, this was many moons ago. Holy shit, that was close. And there's going to be 2 cars immediately on my ass. There's going to be Rom and there's going to be Ross. And I've become the meat in a sandwich I do not particularly want to be engaged with. So what on earth do I do here? I brake normally, but there's a car on my inside, there's a car on my outside. We leave all the space we can. We all somehow managed to make it through. Rom gains the position, and Ross is going to tuck in, I believe. So yeah, oh jeez, I hope we held our own there. That was an adventure, but Ross is still on the inside. We have the inside for this one, but you actually might just be straight through, or there's a little bit of contact trying to hug the apex. Can we keep it? Oh, Ross has got the inside here. I think this is going to have to yield on this one. Yeah, he slips on through there. So yeah, we're down into P9. So having started in 5th in the dry, oh dear God, that was rough. The pace is not quite materialized. There goes Will. I think he was absolutely yeeted into oblivion by... I'm not sure who it was, but it was rough. Ross has had a misadventure here. I don't know if he's on the softs or not. So, oh dear. Now we've got a good run. Try to sneak through it on the inside there, but he wasn't having it. He blocked that one off fairly, to be fair. So, can we make a move on the outside? Oh, it's getting tight on the exit, or the entry rather. And... Oh, Pagani's had a tumble, but he's managed to keep it. Ah, damn it. Damn it, they both managed to keep it on track. So we settle into P8. Now Pagani, I think, is on the softs, and he is beginning to die a painful death, and we will slip up the inside. So that's 1 position gain there. So yeah, softs again. Good if you can hold on to them, but I wasn't too sure on that one. So I think we still have to use them. I think we've used them next race. But anyways, move up into P7. And is anyone in the box here? Yes, Unsafe is in. He can make his softs last to the end, so we get another position there into P6. So yeah, this is looking pretty good, I have to say. We can go to the end of the race easily on our mediums. And oh, this final lap, jeez. Okay, so we're in P6, right? So there's a lot of cars in front. There's Ross, there's Aaron, there's Fever. This is all for a podium, so let's see what we can make out of this. Oh god, a little late movement there, but I think Aaron's on softs. I'm not sure if Fever is, and I don't know if Ross is. Anyways, we have to try and slip through Aaron as best as we can. He is on the softs. Yeah, he doesn't make that one too hard. So I think for him it's just trying to survive. Let's see if we can make any inroads on Ross and Fever. No, we get close, but not enough. But that's 2 top 5 finishes though, so very pleased about that. I think no matter what happens from here, basically, providing that it's not an absolute disaster at the last race, then we're looking pretty good for some good points today. So I think we do have to use softs though, so I think we'll be using softs here to finish after surviving that very wet first race. So, yeah, thanks Tom, thanks. Yeah, jeez. So we're starting 10th on softs, and I can look. That's understandable. I've earned a reputation this season, for this season, about having some difficult stuff on the brakes and on soft compound tires. I'm inclined not to waste too much time. That is a terrible start on softs, it must be said. Absolutely awful. Away we go. If I could use mediums here, I would. But anyways, let's see what we can do out of this. It's going to be frantic to start because we have better tires, and then we'll see if we can hang on in the race. But we kind of, yeah, we wanted to use the mediums for a race two, where we had the best track position. Than this was going to be. So let's see then. Oh gee, it's very tight. It's a bit of a squeeze. There's other cars. Not really a squeeze. There's cars three wide and such. Oh dear God, that is not a good one. Rear end is all over the place. Lost position to Ross. This has gone downhill quickly. Take the wide line, but that's there's wide and then whatever the hell that is. So that's not great. So we've managed to squander a lap one advantage on softs and turn 10th into 12th, which is rough. Can we make anything back? I think Tom is on softs as well. Ross is kind of maneuvered off the track, so we move up into 11th. But I'm not sure what we can do from here, really. I mean, it's only half the flipping race to go. Oh dear, there's a contact there. That was Fever. I think that was Fever. Oh dear, that was oh dear, there's all sorts of going. Oh no, it's all unfolding in front. It's a mess, and I'm wasting tires, man. I'm wasting tires sat here doing nothing. I need to slip through on some of these guys, but it's just trying to survive. Maybe I could try and save some tires at this particular point, but someone's fallen off the track. I think that was one of the Spotify cars. Not sure which one though. So we end up exactly where we started in 10th. Now then, what's going on here? So we've got Tom and unsafe, and Blue Flag and Unsafe and Aaron. It's all a bit of a mess. Unsafe kind of comes across. There's a Constantina effect. I can't get out of the way of anything. I hit Blue Flag back onto the track, so that was all a bit messy. I think that was caused from Unsafe. I'm not sure if anything was. I think a penalty was given for that afterwards, but yeah. That's exactly what it was. Aaron goes off track there as well. Simon is there as well. We've got a good run. Going to go for a move here. Oh dear, there's nothing. I have to move over. Oh dear, it's all very slow moving here. It's not particularly ideal. Oh jeez, it's rough. Lap 4 then, I need to get this move done on Aaron as quick as I can to make advantage of my softs. So I go for a bit of a lunge. I've kind of come into his line a little bit there, but so like, geez, that's not the best move, not the cleanest move, but an important one to make in the context. Look, this tire offset thing does encourage a certain urgency to racing that is can be a bit rough, and we all play the game, we all do. As my tires begin to go off now, so Aaron gets back through, and other people having issues. Oh, geez, this is a bit messy. There's Aaron who had another off. There's Will, there's Blue Flag, and there's another Milka car, which must be... Is it Tom Duval, I'm guessing? I can't remember all the Milka cars from this season. I'm pretty sure it's Tom Duval. It was lap 11 then. Aaron is right on my ass, but not enough time to make that back. And we finished 9th in the end. So, yeah, didn't make the use of the tyres early on. And if I had a little bit more of a buffer to fall into, or made a few more overtakes early on, or not had a shit start, then we could have avoided some of that carnage. But anyways, it's P8 in the end. Not the worst night's work though. Two P5s, so the P8 was very happy with that around Autopolis. And then that's it. That is the season finale of GT26. Here's our final position then. We finished 7th in the end. Not too far away from those in front. So, excuse me. So yeah, obviously a race win early on the season at the first round. That was good. Some good results elsewhere, the likes of Dragon Trail, Seaside, which we didn't see, but a couple of other good results. Brands Hatch was a good week for us as well. And then not so good weeks like Brazil was good too, and not so good weeks like Bathurst and such. Here's the final standings for the teams. The Kunas did jump into 4th place in the end then to make some sort of salvage of our season, but it wasn't the best all around. You can see the wins between the two divisions. 16 for the Doctors. Tom absolutely dominant. He had an unbelievable season, so fair play to him. Not Tom Duval in the Milkers, because they're all Mongs and no Toms. So I can't remember. I must have been Biggles, I think. No, Biggles was Spot. I don't know. Maybe no, Biggles was the other one. That was with it. Anyways, that's it for this season. Then this is the last regular season for a while. GT27 is going to take a form of a different route, as is GT28. But a normal format will return in GT29. But in the meantime, there's other GT27 will be coming along. It was I can explain the details of that one as we get to it. But yeah, so this is the last kind of regular Friday night racing for a while. So yeah, but more racing to come, not just on GT7, but ACC at some point in the future too. But nothing, all that's already happened, of course. Again, this season finished before Christmas, I think. So, I think it was the last one before Christmas. So yeah, that's where we're at with things. But yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of GT26 for the last time for GT26. GT27 is up next, and we'll explain all the goodies with that as we get into it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.